I'll equip Balam with the fire ring that we just bought so that his attack is increased. So it goes up by, what, 21? I'm not sure if it's percentage based or it's a fixed amount, but still, it's a nice boost either way. Okay, now that I've done that, we can go to the weapon shop, and here they have a wave motion sword and a steel shield. So I buy one of each, and I'll re-equip Balam. Give him the wave motion sword, which is a two-handed sword. And then Deg is equipped with the blue dragon sword. So in fact, I equip Deg with the Shamshir, just so that he can hand over the blue dragon sword to Balam, because Balam is one of the final characters, and so I want to give him the best equipment. He also has higher attack than Deg anyway. So now we can come back to this peninsula, and it says the ruins of liquid. So Mu used the tome Kasei, which parts the water and makes a path. So now we're in the ruins of liquid. So in the first room there are these two teleport paths. The one on the left actually leads to a dead end. So you want to take the one on the right. Now, there's no enemy encounters in this dungeon. There's no random battles. It's more of kind of a maze. There's a couple of things to pick up, but there's a teleport pad puzzle in the next room. Not so much a puzzle, so much as just trial and error, which this is a Dragon Fang staff. So being a staff, it's a weapon for Mu. So I replace his flame staff with the Dragon Fang staff. Each upgrade of staff that Mu has not only increases his attack, but it also shortens his casting time. So although he can equip other weapons like some daggers and swords, it's best to just stick him with staffs, or staves rather, because it helps his casting. It's fairly incremental, the increase in the speed of the casting with each new staff, but when you get the final staff in the game, there's a ridiculous boost in the speed of his casting, which means that you can suddenly make use of a lot of the higher level spells which just took too long to cast. So it's kind of a balance issue, I suppose. You tend to use the same lower level spells for the majority of the game until you get the last staff, and then you can finally start making use of the higher level spells. So anyway, it takes me a couple of times to pick the right pad to go on. I think I get it the next time around. But basically there's these moving platforms, and there's about 7 teleport pads at the bottom, and you have to find the right one to get to the end of the area. Being that there's no enemy encounters, it's fairly painless, and the area is not too big, so it's not too painful. Okay, each teleport pad takes you to a different place as well, so it can be a little bit confusing at first. Unfortunately, there's some lag here, so it doesn't record what I'm doing, but you need to take the exit, the teleport pad, which is one left of the center, and then it will take you to this chamber with Samnibal. So I'm sorry that bit got cut out, but you didn't really miss anything. You come directly to this room. Then Samnibal says, "Oh, it's you again. You really don't give up, do you? Well then, just as you wish, I'll send you to hell." What is going on? Why are you doing this kind of thing? I can't understand what you're thinking, brother. You were never the kind of person who'd do this kind of thing before. Please, just stop. What are you saying? I'm not the same as I used to be. Thanks to him, I've been reborn. I have gained the ultimate power. I'm not some pathetic thing like you. I won't let anyone stand in my way. Stop saying such foolish things. Please, wake up already. Silence. No more talking. Prepare yourself. So, I still find it very difficult to believe that Balam is Samnibal's younger brother. Although you find out that because of Bufid's influence and the power of darkness, the dark tome, he's been slightly influenced by darkness, so he doesn't think correctly. But there's no indication that his outward appearance has been changed at all, which means that Balam, who's in the bottom right, and Samnibal, who's in the back there, are supposed to be related, which is just kind of ridiculous. But okay, maybe they're not blood brothers. But here I haste my party so that they can attack more quickly. He has two mage lackeys, which aren't too difficult to get through. Samnibal does cast Bado, as you can see here, so you can try to cancel his spells, but to be honest, his spells aren't that powerful. Because Bado hits all of your party, it can be more of an annoyance than anything in that it can cancel your actions, but in terms of damage, it's not really anything to worry about. Still, I cast Nimeshab on, which is the shadow attack spell, just so that I can stall him. Nimeshab, once you have it, is the best low-level attack spell in terms of MP cost to damage ratio. Sangbaran does quite well for the first portion of the game, but once you get Nimeshab, if you're going to use a single target attack spell, you should just basically always use it. Especially since there are certain enemies like certain zombies and skeletons are weak to shade, to shadow magic, so you can do, even in this portion of the game, Mu can do upwards of 1000 damage. Since it's just Samnibal left now and he's a caster, we can basically stop him casting anything, so he's not much of a threat. And Deg leveled up. Ugh, you. This isn't over. I'll pay you back for this someday. Don't you forget it. He seems like he dropped something when he left. He dropped the Tome of Will, which is the tome that he stole when Tangledam was killed. And then we obtained the Tome of Liquid. So we're doing pretty well in collecting all the tomes. And then that teleport pad takes you back to here, which you can use. You can then use a rope ladder if you want to get out, but it's not far and there's no enemy encounters, so I just walk out. Now I quickly stop back in Kuato, just to heal up and buy some more sundries. So I buy some great healing water, hyper gem, and another fire ring, and I'll be using that in a little bit. So now we can carry on to this tunnel where Silk stopped us from entering before, the Kuato Underground Pass, and Silk is no longer there, so now we can cross to the northern continent of Nuhan. So the enemies in this area are the same as in the lower continent, so there's nothing much to see in terms of new enemies until we enter the next area. So you need to come around basically making your way up to the north. And here you'll find the castle of Nuhan. Boss, we've been looking for you. This is bad.